Hello, Lone Gamer UK here, back here for some more SuperPower 2 Part 4. So we left off Part 3, we're making preparations to invade Argentina and move some nuclear forces and some navy towards Japan, the countries that hate us the most. I'm sorry for the mess around with videos. Was going to maybe wait till tomorrow, but wanted to continue to tweak my economy, build up my forces, and then I was having a problem because I seem to have lost the build unit production of the things that I built. I think it was partly because it didn't load up until I ran the game forward. Anyway, it's fixed, nothing was changed or broken, so it's just a very old game, this game, and it does have a few issues with it. So this is what we're building. We've got these 4 vanguards, which are nearly completion, and then the Queen Elizabeth Harrier, and then we're doing Sea Harriers, and we've got some forces on hold. I'm going to queue up actually some more ground forces, another 50,000 to make that 100,000. I'm going to put that low and roll. Where's it put that now? In this queue. Wanted to do some mobile launchers. Something like 200 of these. Build. It's doing it again, it's not updating the then infantry vehicles. Tanks actually. Challenger 2s. It's going to build 100 of these. Normal, low, build. Again, they don't appear in the list until I click on time, and then it updates, and that's the problem I was having. So another 50,000 soldiers. Now I'm going to put those one lot of the soldiers on hold, and I'll get on and build the rest. Okay, so that's that. So let's have a look at the budget. What I want to do is, I've got nearly 4 billion in propaganda. I don't need that, so apparently I can pretty much redline that, which saves me 4 billion. I'm going to do that for a sec and run that on. Stop the game again. Now I was designing this bomber, researching it. this new design confirmed. Can't find the. I'm sure I started it, so I'm trying to find where the bomber that I've already started is listed. Maybe it will just. It doesn't queue anywhere until, because it's not a build, it's a design. I mean, this is choosing it, but I went to new design, I did a bomber, I did confirm, sure I'll press confirm. It probably will just appear in here when it's done. Hang on. Oh no, that's missile defense. AMDS, that's anti-missile defense system. 30 billion. No, not doing that. Okay, a couple of things. This is going to cost me a bit of money, but by putting a lot of these on dormant, protection of my country is quite low. I'm going to move these back to active. Although I'm going to leave the most expensive one as it should be put me back up over 50%. We'll see. I'll keep that up there. We should see this change. Right, so back to the economy. Design, I think, because basically they some stuff. If I'm researching. So you want it all the way up here, 33 billion, or all the way down here. So I'm going to leave a little bit on. I'm going to leave about 1 billion on. Whoops. But I'm going to take that back because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my tourism up and I'm going to invest more in infrastructure. That's going to help my economy. That's losing money though. I think I can do that much. Might have to cut tourism back a bit. Minus 11 billion on environment. See, that's not good. I want that to be. That's not minus 11. Sorry, it's 11 billion total. I mean, I want all these to be, apart from propaganda, all the way over to the green, but don't have money. 7 billion. Wish I could zoom in on this a bit. It's a little bit small for me. You can't resize these windows. Move them around, but not resize them. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm going to have to put move them down a bit and I have to maybe not get quite so greedy with the infrastructure. Maybe a little bit less in research. I hope my economy will grow, so I'm gonna do that for the moment. I'm hoping this, because I've invested quite a bit more now in infrastructure, cut my research back and my propaganda, invested in tourism. I want to invest in environment as well because that helps my overall economy, then I can start investing in some of the other things. But lots of stuff going on with Japan. Failed civilian espionage, target of failed civilian sabotage. Not surprised with the way Japan's acting at the moment. So we've got our covert actions coming online slowly. We'll come back to that in a minute. It's going to take a while to do. 36 billion in the hold. It's not good. Moving these things around all over the place. Oh, let me put that up there. I like it that way round. I'm going to turn them on and off. So let's have a look at the build. We should be coming along nicely on those items. So what I'm going to do is some of these men that I'm building is send them to Argentina. I haven't worked out how to send troops over there that aren't. Seems to be able to move. I'm not sure if that's 210 days for all four or for one, but I guess we'll find out. I mean, these are being delivered as they go. 78. Obviously, with the Queen Elizabeth, we're just building one of those. So I'm kind of maybe going to wait for these personnel, Harriers, Queen Elizabeth and Vanguards to come online before we start our war with Argentina. Thinking, how is my economy doing? 59.6. Wondering if I can actually tweak my taxes. Tempted to put them up to get money, but put them down to increase the economy. I'll put my interest level down at 1.5%. Hopefully boost the economy a bit. Just gonna put tax up a smidge. 961. Going up or down? 767. Going up, isn't it? Okay, let's shave a bit of tourism. We have to Need to balance the books here. Let's go for 2 billion on tourism. Go for 6 billion. 6.2 on infrastructure. And my personnel are starting to come online. So if we deploy, see how we can go. Those bars have gone now to 208, so I think that's probably the date for all 4. Not sure. Let's check the war list, make sure nobody else is India's gone to war with Zambia and they were fighting Japan. So this Japanese war thing's finished. What was going on? Improving with most countries quite nicely. It's just, let's have a look at the bottom. Japan, India, China, Argentina. These treaties are ending. My economy's just, I just can't tweak this to get this right. I mean, the thing is that my upkeep of military has gone way up. It's part of the problem. I'm paying interest on this debt. Let me see if America will take my debt again. To my debt. Because you love me. Yep. Right. So we just keep farming our debt over to United States. So my debt's gone to 0. Save me a bit of interest. Available funds. Let's pause that there a sec. See how much debt America's got now. Is it not showing it? I thought. It's America's. Below the poverty, I mean, I need to sort my below the poverty line. Mine's at like 35%. Well, their tax is high. So I could put the tax up a lot more. I guess I'm not allowed to look at their budget, but income 2.5 billion, expenses 2.1, their balance is 400 positive. They got loads of money. Okay. Okay, let's carry on with the March of Time. Keep an eye on our economy while we're building planes and soldiers. This figure's going to keep going up. I've got a few things for sale. Don't seem to be selling. These subs, these tornadoes. Find your ones. Sell. Did that actually sell? It did. Or did it just? No, it's back in, ready to deploy. It just twiddles the status. I don't think anything I've listed for sale is sold, but I can't remember the numbers of these much. But I remember Swiss Shores were 5. Uh, 35% below the poverty line. That's terrible, isn't it? America's only got like 3.5. No. America's poverty line less than 10%. I mean, I think a lot of this money in the green's going to be eaten up by these things coming on board. Just thinking I probably should crack on with invading Argentina, because hopefully this is going to give me money. It's going to make me unpopular. What's the date? Yeah, still want some of these things to come online really, but I'm going to wait for at least 20,000 men. These Harriers will soon be done. And then I don't really have many planes. Well, only planes here. 8 Jaguars. Loads of air defense though. My whole country's air defense. I could train some of these people. I need to be keeping an eye on my budget while I do this, spending money on my military. Let's cancel that a sec. What happened there? We did something. Oh, the planes. Guess they're all done. Just slow that down a bit while I'm messing around with this. Oh, what am I doing? Back to my country. I want the budget. Right, and then I was going to train some of these. Training some of these units. Let's train these rapiers. Hi, Mark. Yeah, he may well be. Just wondering how much the training of these is going to make a difference. Definitely train my Jaguars. Oh, that costs a lot of money just to train those 10,000 troops. Or did something else come online? Might have done actually. We've got those coming online. They're all training. I've got these Sea Harriers. My only option is to deploy them to capital. Which I'll do. It's going to cost me money. There's all windows here, but I'm still mystified about right, here they are. Is cancel deployment? No, I don't want to do that. Units list. I want to move them. Doesn't give me an option to move them yet. Yes, they haven't deployed. Too early. Yeah. Okay, now they have. Right. I've got two lots of forces here. Right, where's these Sea Harriers gone? Up there. Thing is, they've mixed in now with this. I have to split these. I keep getting this, but all I do is ignore it, carry on with the game. It seems to run and save. Right, okay. What's I doing? Right, these Sea Harriers. As I keep in my mind thinking, oh, what would we really have? 10 here, 10 there, but in this game it doesn't really work like that. Sea Harriers. I've lost them. Right, so I'm going to we keep 25 in London. Oh. Right, and then right, I've done this right. Okay, now I've got a move option. So now I'm thinking, can I move them to the Falklands, let's say? And they probably should just fly over. Watch them depart. There they go. Right. So that's the 125 Sea Harriers. Yeah. Now I was going to maybe move some to Japan, but I'm kind of thinking I need to focus on Argentina. See if I can. I think I can win that country quite easily. I'm going to leave the economy where it is. It's. I got stuff in the green. I'm going to spend some on the military. Obviously, as this stuff over here in the unit production comes online. And then maybe once I've got the Argentina taken, I can he says confidently, I can then reposition, because I want to move a lot of stuff over to look after Japan. Now, how many of my troops have come on? 11,000, so I want that to get to 20,000. Potentially move down to Argentina. What I've done, Mark, since you probably last saw the video, whatever, I've queued up 2 lots of 50,000 personnel. So one's actually already being built. Then I've got another 50,000, so I've got another 100,000 coming. But I haven't started on the second 50,000 yet, because I'm not quite sure whether I'll need them or not. But these are going to bolster the UK and the Falklands. I kind of wanted to wait until the Vanguards of Queen Elizabeth came on board before but I'm not quite sure how this unit production works, because I mean the Queen Elizabeth says its progress is thing is, this bar goes up and then this comes down a chunk of days and then it resets again, because these Vanguards, I had the progress right over here and then it came down, I don't know how many days, but X amount of days. So it's still going to be a while before these come on board. Now I could train these Sea Harriers. Where are they? Whoops. Let's just get rid of the economy a sec. Are they there? Yes, they are. Okay, view the units. Let's train these guys. Got the Jaguars going and the Sea Harriers. I think it's 4, maybe 5 levels of training. So the first ones get let's have a look. Oh, can't seem to click anything right at the moment. That's because I'm on Argentina. So I think that's the maximum trained. I'd love this game to have a from this list to just go to or view on map, because I've no idea where these are. I've got to search around for them. But you get like 1 chevron. I'm not quite sure if that's 2. It kind of looks like 2. Then there's a 3 and a 4. Could be a 3. A little bit small to see for my eyes, but probably what most things are 1 or 2. I've no idea how good the Argentinian forces are in the game on this, or whether it would even show me. I mean, these guys here just says Yeah, I'm in the upkeep status. I'm in the part. They're not even ready. Going to attack? No, not yet. What's this unit list? Why isn't that merged? What's happened? The 12,000 men down here a minute ago. What? Oh, no. Well, they stacked 12,000 men here. Where have they gone? That's not right. I had 12,000 infantry. Oh, I think it's because I'm training them. It's taken them off. Panicking here. I think, shit, where's all my men gone? Yeah. Yeah, it's these here. I mean, I don't know whether that's moved them back to London. I've got to move them back again, or it might have just taken them out of the pool because they're essentially not ready. So let's just speed this up a little bit so we can get some of this training done, and then I think I might strike. I think I just move an attack and it will start. Oh, okay. See, that's Vanguard. That's just gone to 1. These tanks actually I'm going to put on hold. I don't know if I need them, but I'll queue them up. Yeah, okay. I definitely want to train it. Nuclear submarines need training. Be training these as well, but I'm gonna wait till this gets to about 20,000, then I'm going to train these and deploy them, and then onto the capital, and they'll come in as reserves. I'll probably, if these guys go straight back to here, the only thing is these others aren't being trained. Let's have a look. Oh, that's because they're already trained. That's why. I'm probably going to have to just be prepared to lose some of these guys. I don't know if we need tornadoes down. I mean, I've got the Sea Harriers. So to be honest, I think the Sea Harriers, with their capabilities, both air-to-air and air-to-ground. I mean, I've got 8 Jaguars and 125 Sea Harriers. Now, if we look at Argentina from, let's just. So they've got no air there. Got no air there. Right here they've got air. And they've got that's just air defense and some helicopters. What was that? 13 Hueys. I mean, I know the tornadoes would be good for ground bombing, but thing is, we've got question marks there. Navy, and can't be a Navy there, can it? But I guess it's the intel. 4 air there. Let's have a look what that is. Attack helicopters. Nothing there, nothing there. It's air. Look here. Transport helicopters. What was that? It beeped. Well, that was an email message. Probably some training completed. Let's slow it down a sec till I find out what it was. My brain's going to mush at this time of night. Where do I bring up the training again? Deploy, wasn't it? No, they're all still. It was probably one of these world event things. Hundreds of people flee their homes, firefighters battle wildfire. Let's just check my espionage again, because I did put, so it was 33% or 34%, so it's gone back up to 70% because I've put these active in our home country, but that's costing money. But didn't think it was wise to keep that too low. So going back to here, I mean, these are just one. I mean, they've got some air defences. Let's have a look. This is around the capital here. This is where most of their forces are. Where is the capital of Argentina? Be under this. That's Brazil. It's here, isn't it? Buenos Aires. What do we got here? Doesn't say. 14 air. We've got some Mirage 3s, 14. I mean, these are all sleeping, they're not active, so I don't think they can turn them on straight away. They probably will as soon as I attack them, but one air there. Transport helicopter. I don't need to keep the window open. Skyhawks. Yeah, I mean, my 150 Harriers. But I mean, I know this game can be a bit unrealistic when it comes to some of the fights. We'll have to see, but I'm kind of thinking what I've got down here is enough already, because, you know, I got 88 Navy here. And 12 Duke class frigates, for the love of God. 12 of these got boys. Deal with what they've got. They've got this little navy here with 4 Dukes and two Trafalgars. And then when my training's done on this lot, this is back to 12,000 men, 600 ground, which it's not really tanks, so we might come a little bit unstuck here. We've got what have we got that's ground? Spartans, but we've got a lot of them. Saxons. These sort of FV 432s. We've got quite a lot of artillery, 179, 155mm artillery. So, and I'm getting 20,000 men, but we're just about to get to there, so I can get to these and deploy the capital, and then start training 20,000 there, and they'll be the backup for Argentina. But it may well be that I don't need them. Training there. I do need these to finish their training as well as these troops before I can attack, because these are allocated forces down south. Just speed that up a bit. Training the air defense. I mean, they've got some Mirages, but I mean, if we lead with this sort of attack force that's got these in, we should shoot anything down. That's if I don't get nuked by some random country from invading Argentina. Yeah, well, I don't really have any command structure on my channel. I'm such a newbie. Mark, you can probably be my Admiral of the Fleet and my Air Chief Marshal. Lee Manley is on, and let me just stop this a sec with a. I'm going to deploy those to capital. Carry on building. And while I do that, let me just. But he's been out of hospital, so he's not been on Discord this week much. But he was in the artillery, so I'm kind of thinking Lee's going to have to be my General of Ground Forces. Mark, you can be my Admiral of First Sea Lord, and you know, if I can get Ian or any of the others, that they can deal with special forces and the tanks. Right, 21,000 men. Right, so I'm going to get these guys training. It's going to cost a bit because there's quite a lot of them. Okay. So they're training. Right, let me keep forgetting where to bring the training up. Deploy, that's where it is. So these aren't in the battlefield, so these are nearly done. That's on its way. Right, it's these guys here. It does look like I'm going to have to deploy them back to the capital, I think, once I've trained them. And they're going to have to travel back down again. Because all of these... apart from these two at the bottom here, all of these are from the force down in Argentina that it looks like it probably returns them back to the UK for training, which kind of makes sense. Let's have a look. Keep thinking I should deploy this Vanguard, but I'm training it, so they come on one at a time. That's fine, because then I can start. I mean, the game put the total 4 that I had all in one fleet. I'll split them up now into 2 lots of 2, but I think realistically they work on their own anyway. But I think if I do get more threats and go to war in more countries, then I can start putting a nuclear sub off their coast for any of the countries. But it's only really Pan China and Argentina that hate me at the moment. Let's have a look. Yeah, and I mean India. I don't think India's got much forces because they were taken over by China. Let's check the war list. So China's finished its war with India. I mean, India's either survived. Look at what they've got left, and the Japan war ended as well. I clicked on India. But this is China now, not India. They're all fighting over here. The China's not happy with just India. They're going for the Yemen. So I don't know what the United States is doing, man. They just let China just completely take over India, and yeah, they haven't been bothered at all. I'm seeing our soldiers started off with about 34,000 here in the game. I did get rid of some at the beginning of the game that were Right, so these are coming along. Speed that up again. I'm going to do these, deploy these guys, and then I think once we get these forces in place, we'll go for it. Let's have a look. We're still making money, 4 billion. Kind of want to spend that on the economy, but with all this stuff coming on board, I'm kind of thinking, no, keep it as it is. China's just raffle stomping people here. Yemen's moved its capital because China's kicking their butt. Right, I'm going to move. I think I'm going to move these forces from London because a little bit because when I deploy to London, it gets mixed up. So, I mean, unless I train these guys again, which I'm not going to do, so I'm going to just deploy them to the capital. Deploy them to the capital. Jaguars, done. Just waiting for the Sea Harriers to be done. I mean, if this Vanguard comes on board, I mean, still like to train it some more, but I might move it down towards Argentina in case I need nukes. Still going to take a while for these guys to train though. These swing fires. Oh, I built them, didn't I? They're not part of the Argentina force. Okay. They're just building. Okay. So it's these, so is all that stuff merged? Yeah, that's fine, because then I'll move all these down. Kind of thinking I might want to split. Well, it depends whether I move. If I move all my forces in one go, I'll keep these air defences together. But if I split my forces into two in Argentina, I'll split those air defences and probably the Sea Harriers. Okay. Deploy the capital. Here over here. Let's not put them. Is it? Can we put them? Yeah. Okay. So I'll train that on the Vanguard. It's nice they're coming on one by one. I obviously would like to get them one at a time instead of wait for all four, so I quite like that. That's good. So it's just these guys here then that I've taken from these, and they're not that well trained. But I've got about 3,500, 3 chevron trained, and then these guys. The regular forces. And these guys are going to be on standby. Right, so I can. It doesn't say deploy to capital for that. Where do I deploy it then? That's strange. Unless it won't let me have it until I've got all 4. Just training done. Pick it. Unless it's already automatically deployed it. Also, nothing there. Now these guys are going to merge with the 20,000 men. They're going to be the backup force. So this is going to be moving down to Argentina straight away. This is the England Defence Forces, and this is going to be the second sort of division with the 20,000 men that I'm training. I mean, obviously you don't deploy the submarine to the capital, so yes, I'm going to move one of these down here. Don't need both the carriers there. Don't think it would have deployed them, so my other vanguards are two there, yeah. Nothing there, and then there's 2 other vanguards are with this force down here. So drag and drop units directly onto the globe. Maybe that's what I have to do then. Put it here. Oh look, yeah. There we go. Naval units I can put anywhere. Awesome. Nuclear sub. Is it readied? There's cancel deployment, so I don't think it's actually there yet. A little icon above it, which is the deploy button, but there's no, usually you get like a bar here. Yeah. The thinking is partly because I had the Falklands stage stuff from. They hated us anyway, and pretty much so does the rest of the world, so I don't think anybody would care who went to war with them. I'm thinking if I took over Saudi Arabia or Iran or something, I might get nuked, or just have all manner of countries. So it's like a test war. We'll do some oil-rich countries later if we're still alive after the Argentinian thing. So really just want these guys to be done. And then move them down. I wonder if I can drag... I think you only get the option to deploy them to the capital. But, and then this will go with that second division. Oh look, that one's done. I'm not going to deploy them to capital yet because I'm not going to mix them up with these. That 21,000 is going to go with these guys. These guys are waiting for these guys unless I can. Let me just see with these guys. No, it's just the naval there. I mean, if I drag that, put it over England, it's not letting me do it. unless I put it right next to my capital. Just double check that I can't do it on the Falklands. Yeah. Right, so it's these guys to go. Then all hell's gonna break loose. Not quite sure what I'm doing here. Probably the last time I played this when I had actual active combat was probably back in 2004 or maybe 2006 when I played the game. Come on, come on. Oh, those subs have been done. 2 of them all at the same time. Okay, very nice. Those going. Come on, say done. Okay, this guy's now got a thumb, so he's in place. Don't know if he's in park. I'm going to ready it anyway. I mean, if we go to Argentina, let's have a look. Right, that's done. Let's just test this. No, so it's not going to allow me to put them back where they were. So I've got to deploy them to the capital, which I'll do. So now these guys. Oh, hang on, they're not ready yet. There we go. Those guys now, so they're all trained. They're the ones I took. So I now need to move these guys. Move. I'm gonna have to wait. I don't think I can do it on top of them. So try that again. Move. I'll have to merge them when they're down here. Let me do it. I think it's because they're not ready. That's it. Let's say their status. I'll just slow this down a sec. See what this. Ground units could not stop in the middle of water. I wasn't trying to put them in water. This is this mouse issue, so let's go for move. There we go. It's just the mouse is not very accurate. Okay. So they'll be on their way. Won't take too long. I'm gonna put a vanguard, and I could keep training them. Costs too much. Put one in the Med, and 2 up here in the UK. Double my amount of nukes. What I don't know is whether it's really increased my nukes. I'm presuming the subs come with nukes. Strategic warfare. Argentina, let's just say. No. Edible missiles 12. Why is it only 12? a lot more than that. Not sure. Right, so that's done. I'm going to train. I'm going to keep training these, I think. 'Cause I'm going to need these for too long. Right, those I can deploy to capital now. I want to build my next lot, so let's just... Oh shit! Cancel deployment. What did I do? Doesn't matter. Deploy to capital. Yeah, I've got to get a thumb for these. When they do, I'll merge them with... Come on. Right. Take those. Merge with... So that's my second major force. It's actually bigger than this. Right, let's... what am I doing? I'm looking at Africa. Jesus, I forgot my Argentina is. Right. This bodes well for the war. Okay. Take this. Merge with... Move these closer, ready for striking. I'm not building any frigates or destroyers now. I've got plenty really. I've got 12 frigates here. Frigates, just thinking destroyers. I think I've got some Manchesters up in near Japan. I've probably just taken them elsewhere. I don't have a submarine threat from Argentina. I think they got one sub, and I've got 3 Trafalgars. So my 3 Trafalgars. I've got 2 more Trafalgars here, I think. Yeah, so I've got 5 Trafalgars down here off the coast and a Vanguard, and they've got 1 sub. Right, so this is my attacking landing force. So I've got 120 Rapiers trained, artillery guns not trained, 105 not trained. Jaguars basic trained 8, Sea Harriers 125, partially trained 12,302 level 2 personnel, 250 personnel trained level, can't quite see, 3 or 4. Then I've got Spartans, hundreds of vehicles, Strikers trained, some Hueys, Eurocopters and Chinooks. No, their air force is going to be wiped out. I'm going to attack their fleets. And then I'm going to move my forces across, and I've got, I mean, what I've got in here, I mean, I'd say I don't think it models particularly. I mean, I've got these 120 Rapiers. I mean, any aircraft that come near those are just going to die. They better. The plan. Right. So There's an overwhelming naval force going to move and attack. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, actually, save. Oh, stop the game, stop the game. I'm going to put an LG3 in just to give this, just in case this is all a really bad idea. I'd do a new video go, no, we didn't invade Argentina, it didn't happen. You know, Australia didn't actually nuke us, America didn't disown us, it didn't happen. Okay. So these battles aren't too exciting, but we'll I'll stop timing now. Before we start time, let me just check what happened with my budget after all that training. Yes, that went down, but I'm okay. Hoping that'll be offset by owning Argentinians soon. Okay. Go. I'm going to keep it on slow speed. Here we go, boys. No, this isn't Falklands Part 2. This is taking Argentina. Just move. I'm sure if it was green, if it was move, it was just green dots. That were yellow dots. It's still not moving them to the right place. You make these icons a little bit bigger to click on. This is still just going to move them, moving them and attack, keeping the suspense. There we go, that's gone red now. Declare, there we go. Whoops. Down, wait a sec. Wait. There we go. Screenshot time. Oh, look. You just check if that worked on my... Let's see the picture, it's not... registering the picture shot. Oh well. Never mind. What's all this business? Oh, that's them. Right, here we go. Got 2 attack submarines. My strength in the battle. These should just start dying. Oh, have I got to move these? I thought... Oh god, I don't know what I'm doing now then. What have I just done? That's a picture of a gun. Oh, that's defence. I thought this was automatic. Well, it is automatic, I think. Okay, so it's manual. Okay. Submarine hunting. Surface assault. I think that might be the whole fleet. Retreat, full assault. They're just settings for the whole battle, I think. So keep it manual. Maybe I've got to click this button up here, but right. I've got those set to attack. Anti-submarine. I'll put those to attack. I've got loads of them. I don't have any right-click options. All I can do. Can I move them? I think I just have to set the battle strategy. No. Six, and then I should have practiced this before I started the most anticlimactic battle. We'll get better at this, guys. We will, honestly, I promise. It seems to be the overall battle. Yeah, full assault, retreat. Type of attacks. Yeah, stuff is happening. Right, they just lost, so I'm not. I did lose some helicopters. So it's just a time thing. You can set them to defend or attack. Oh, hang on. They can get more forces coming in, they've got more on the way. You know what? I'm going to attack. No, I don't want to go there. Attack him while he's on the move. He's off somewhere. Right, they're down to 3 helicopters. Started off with 7. Pretty sure this is automatic. So you just set your overall strategy and then you let it play out. And you can set certain things to defend or attack. I've set everything to attack. There goes the ship. Firing. Let's keep an eye on where their forces are going. I don't know if I start with 73 or 77, but maybe lost anything yet. But see where these guys are going. Where are they going? Are they going to attack my fleet over there? Really? And you're just ignoring this one here. See? Hard to click on the damn things. Move and attack. No, I think something came up then. Move and attack. See that little explosion thing? Be stationary. Helicopters have gone. They've gone from 6 to 3. I've already set these helicopters. I don't know if this does. And I can set it to submarine hunting. This is the battle space here. How close things are to each other. Down here. Doesn't seem like it, no. What you bring into the battle. These are focusing on the patrol craft, so he's just taking a hit. I mean, if I set that to, let's say, submarine hunting, I think that's the whole fleet is now doing that. I don't think that's a per item, because if it was, if I see it still says that. I mean, if I could set one and not the other, if I clicked on other things, this would change. So this setting doesn't. I mean, I'll leave it on that now because there's 2 subs and only 1 patrol aircraft, but it's not going to destroy these with no losses. Although these might take out a frigate or 2. Right. Well, they're all dead, so it's just a submarine now. The bar's going up. This is... Now what I'll do is I'll move these guys and move to here. Like that. Then I'll just pause that there a sec. These guys are on the way to these guys now. Really worried about that. We've got Manchester's or Trafalgar's broadside, so to be honest, he can attack those. Don't care about that. Looks like these have gone. They're red to each other. As well, I'm clicked on Argentina, so let's just check. Oh wow, that did change. Shit, the USA, hang on, the USA was 99 positive, and now it's only 6. Every country is taking a massive hit. I mean, Argentina were in the 40s. Everyone else was. So if I'd attacked, you know, Iran or Iraq. I mean, look, they all China all minus 99. This might not have been a good idea. Yeah, it's only Canada and USA that had such high levels. Even France and Belgium that I've got pacts with her. But I hope they'll understand in due course that it was necessary. Now I could move these guys. I want to make sure this is successful, so I'm gonna. Didn't work because of the click. Move. Try again. Move. You just make sure. GB has declared war on China. I haven't. Oh shit. I haven't. It didn't happen. It says here that GB's declared war on China. I haven't attacked anything. What's going on? Why have I declared war on China? I shouldn't declare war on anyone. It's not letting me put my forces there. Move and attack. Why is it not letting me do it? I understand why I can't move those guys. This battle seems to be taking bloody forever. I haven't declared war on China. I'm just wondering if that's just a... matter of time with that one. Just pause that a sec. Yeah, I took no damages at all. I mean, maybe I thought I could put forces on the land. It's giving me a message, but I can't see what the message is. It usually tells you what it is you're trying to do that's wrong. I can... so I've tried move and attack. I'll just try move. Won't let me do it. I guess I have to click on a unit. Move and attack. Oh. So move and attack these guys. Let me do it. Move and attack. Something isn't right. I mean, look, that's it. The whole globe, that's people's relationships to me. Pretty much everybody didn't like that attack. I mean, China wasn't even hated by the United States when they were taking over India, although Japan was. I was going to get these navies to take out that other navy who's up here, but other navies basically buggered off all the way here. While it's stationary, let's see, what did I do? There's a move and attack, see if I can. Not put it in the right place. I'm going to just split off some air units here, sexy. Take some. I don't know, I'm doing something wrong there, but let me just check, see if I'll take this fleet out. This is what you get with such an old game. It's like you have to click slightly to the left. No, I can't cancel it when I do it. Hang on, we've won a battle, Mark. We had no losses. We took out one Argentinian naval fleet. This is like gaming you've never seen before. Oh, don't get me silly. What? Move it there. That's maximum zoom. Oh no, he's moved. Okay. Alright, you go and attack my other bloody forces and see if I care. Why can't I land these guys? I don't need amphibious forces on it because I didn't need them to move them to the Falklands. Getting that sound, and there's there's a usually flashes up here or something, doesn't it, Mark? Let me see if I can move these. Right, now that's bloody moved them there. Usually it's because the cursor's thinking you're trying to put them in the sea or something like that, but I've clicked several times, like in Mark, stop it, you're making me laugh. or something. I keep looking in the wrong place, I think. Move and attack. Oh, I just said yes. That sound is the same sound as when you're trying to put your cursor in the wrong place. I'm sure there's a message coming up somewhere that I'm missing. I don't know why, this mystifies me about trying, unless they had some sort of pact and it just was automatic, but oh, that made a different sound. Just thinking, I don't know, maybe because it's not my country and there's no enemy forces there, but when I move data there. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm trying to move and attack and move just in case any of those are in the middle of the countries. When it makes that sound, why isn't it telling me what I'm doing wrong? Mark, Google. Using military forces on land in SuperPower 2. Why can't I move? Why can't I move my forces? Why can't I attack? It's crazy. Right, let me just stop pissing about. Let me see if I can do something here on the capital. No, even that. I'm clicking the wrong thing. Move. See, that sounds not the dudut's like you're clicking in the sea and it's invalid. And then that higher pitch sound which I had there was like, yeah, you can do it, but which it did there, but It still didn't let me move them. Let me just try and move. You're not seeing anything come up here at the bottom or anything when that sound plays anymore. I'm not. This is an action of war, see? No, I don't want to do that. Let me just stop the game a sec. I need to Google this, so amuse yourselves, please, while I look for stuff. Occupy territory. I think this is just basics of the game I'm getting wrong here. Hang on. Right. So there is an option to occupy, maybe bombard region, treaty. Request war. Just trying to bombard region. Oh god, what's that done? Oh, that's moving my CVs. It's moving these guys. Don't want to do that. Thank you very much. Yep. The maps are just that's not going to quick tree. There is a occupy territory option, I think. Click on there. Oh, I'm feeling so stupid at the moment. I mean, when it was on the sea, it let me move and attack, and then I started the war and I attacked them. Now I can't seem to click on flipping Argentina. Oh my God. There's not a right-click option to, you know, that's what you want to attack that unit or attack that space. Nothing here. Bombard region. There is an option somewhere in the game, but I don't know why it's not coming up now, to occupy the territory. I'm not even getting it there. Maybe I've got to declare war, or I already have. Right, well, normally done war now. So let's see if that changes. It's an occupied, I'm sure it's an occupied territory command. Select the troops and drag them to the desired place. You have to have naval units near the province that is next to the sea. Which I did, but let's just get all this. If this makes any difference. Otherwise, I can do this. Move them. Drag them. How can you drag them? No, it's not amphibious. I mean, I didn't need them to get all the way down here. But I've just read something that says you have to have naval units near the province that is next to the sea and no enemy navy nearby, which there isn't now. And I can't get any more navy than this, and these are bloody planes. These don't need. An occupied territory, but the United Kingdom. Right, well, I'm gonna end this stream now. I just can't work it out. I'll have to do some reading. I'm doing something obviously wrong. I'll come back to this when I can learn how to move my troops into enemy territory. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Lone Gamer UK out. Cheers, guys.